I think that's it on terms of favorite memories. Of course, there are so many. I'm sure Chris and Steph and Nando and Bruno have their own. If you guys want to let us know what your favorite memories are, get them in the comments here or tell us on Twitter. We'll be happy to have a look, and maybe we'll tweet out some of our best moments, clip up some things. Who knows? But yeah, that is it for this segment. Of course, you've seen on Twitter we've been doing the famous eye emojis, which usually means it's a form of a guest. This time, it's not in form of a guest; it's in form of a new segment. And I will give credit to that man there, Danny Saldana, who's the one who presented the idea.
Yeah. But let me caveat that by saying, if anybody watches Filthy Fellas, you know what's coming up.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. So we decided to do a draft, and what we're doing now, just let me know if you can see that. Yeah. Is that fine? We're doing a 5-a-side draft. So obviously 5-a-side of the best or our favorite sporting players. And you guys are going to decide via a poll that we put up on Twitter who has the best one. And obviously, we'll decide here as well. But the order and the rules are as each participant will get 5 selections. Participants will make a selection in a predetermined order. Participants may choose for any sporting player throughout history, 1 goalie and 1 defender. Once a player has been picked, they'll be unavailable for selection for other participants. And that is the order we are going. Are we all clear on the rules?
Yeah, Chris was actually picking number 1 for this, if I'm not mistaken. Because Chris is asking, we've all basically just moved up a slot. So, Danny, you will get the first pick, so you are on the clock. Sam, if you want to switch to the 5-a-side spreadsheet shortly, we'll give Danny some time to think of a selection, run through some of his choices.
Yeah. I mean, I got it, but I'm going to – how do we want to do this? Do we want to make it like this is the best 5-a-side team or just the best list of players?
It's up to you. I'm going for vibes, personally. I'm going for the vibes.
I like that too, because in Filthy Fellas, there's always one guy that goes for the vibes. So
I'm going for like do it how you want to do it. If you want to pick the best player available, if you want to just pick your favorite player, because whoever you want, essentially, it's up to the world is this is your destiny. You control it.
So in a 5-a-side, I'm gonna play 2 in the back. I'm going to have 2 in midfield, 1 more attacking, 1 not so much, 1 holding the midfield. 1
so you got to have a goalie, a defender. You got to have 3 other outfield players. You got your 5 picks.
Oh, it's just 5. Okay,
it's just 5. That's what it is.
Okay. I'm thinking about the hanger here. Okay, no problem then. Yeah. So my 1 in attacking midfield.
So wait, just to be clear, it's like you get 1, and then it's my go, right? And then it's 1.
Yeah, he gets 1, and then you pick, and I pick, and then we go back to Danny for the next round, kind of thing.
This might be a crazy 1-for-1 pick, but the very first pick of this draft, it has to be. There's no other person other than this guy.
I think
it's Luis Nani.
It's Nani. I had a feeling.
It has to be Nani. He's gonna operate in like the attacking midfield role for me.
Nani is in. That's a good shout. I feel like that's a guy we always knew he was going to go early. Sam, you are on the clock.
I'm going to go safe, and I'm going to go Peter Schmeichel. I was about to say Kasper Schmeichel.
Oh, he's gone for his goalie right off the bat. I like that.
I have no idea how to spell his last name, so we're just going to beat
I can get that for you, I think.
Okay, cool.
SCH.
I think that's how it is, if I'm wrong. That is his goalkeeper. All right, I am on the clock. This is interesting now because I was picking last for this initially. So moving up to third, although technically last, there's more guys. I am gonna go for the vibes. I am gonna blow my load on this guy, Bruno Fernandes. I'm gonna go for Bruno Fernandes.
I like that.
Nice.
So that's my.
But Rich, you should go next now, though. So it should be like a snake.
Oh, you want a snake draft? That's fine by me. I'm fine with snake draft.
I mean, Sam, it makes no difference for you, actually.
It's zero difference for Sam. He's picking. Okay, so I pick next then. So I didn't think I was going to get this power. All right. I am going to go at striker, I think. We've been blessed with a lot of strikers.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with one of my favorites. I'm going to go with Lietzen.
Okay.
That's two of my outfield guys gone right off the bat. Sam, you're on the clock.
All right. Again, I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna go for sort of left field one, I think, and I'm gonna go with Jeremy Mathieu.
Oh, he's
his
defender. He's gone for Mathieu for his defender.
Defense wins championships, boys.
Facts.
So Sam has got his defender and he's got his goalie. So now he's got all the outfield players to pick from. Danny, you're on the clock. You go right on ahead whenever you are ready.
All right. So because I get 2 picks, I'm thinking of cooking something up. Let him cook. But if I do this, I can't. So let me pick my goalkeeper because
pick your goal. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me explain. I'll explain it in another time. But it has to be for me, Ricardo.
Oh, I was gonna pick.
Let me get that out of the way.
Bastard! I hate you. I was gonna pick Ricardo.
And then,
I only picked Lietz because I knew one of you guys was gonna pick him.
Should I go attack? Let me go in attack. This man had a statistic that I think rivaled Messi.
No, that was gonna be my next pick.
Is he gonna pick Matias Fernandes?
No. I'm gonna pick the man that's so bad that autocorrect calls him bad dust. Bad dust, baby.
A very good pick. The Ricardo one, I was gonna pick Ricardo as my goalie, and then Schmeichel was my backup. So now I'm stuck with who to pick for goalie.
My next pick, I'll explain why. If I get him, I'll explain why I went with him.
All right, Sam, you're on the clock now. You've used up your defenders. Now you've got your outfield guys to work with, your attacking-minded players. So who do you want to go with?
The thing is, we've had so many shit strikers when I started watching.
We've also had so many good ones, though.
We've had a few good ones. Me and Danny have picked the two fast, I think.
Yeah.
Let me cook. Let me try and think of a striker.
Danny took my goalie, so I'm stuck on goalie. I'm going to be you in a minute.
There's an obvious one, though, Rich.
I know.
You can leave it last, too.
I'm probably going to leave it last because I'm going to need to. I don't want to waste a pick, knowing that both goalies are gone now.
Exactly.
If Chris was still in this would have been a lot more chaotic. We would have had some spotty picks in these teams.
I'm really stuck here, boys. I'm just gonna go with my first thought, and that was up top, Islam Slimani.
Wow. Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Freddie Montero instead.
I liked him.
Or Paulinho.
I thought he was going to go Paulinho.
What's this guy doing?
I thought he was going Paulinho as well.
I need goals, man.
To be fair, you can have 2 strikers and a midfielder now.
That's true.
That's true. I've got to use up my goalie, my defender, and my other outfield player. So I'm just trying to think I think I want to pick my defender now. Actually, no, I could still go with an outfielder and screw you guys up. So this is tough. I've got Bruno and I've got Lietzen up there. Nani's already gone. I might go for the vibes because I've already mentioned them today on the show. Just because it's a street we'll never forget. I'm going for Rafael. Come on, no, I'm gonna go for Quaresma. I think for the vibes.
I like that. That's a big pick.
And that's my. I'll put him midfielder, I guess. And I get back to back because it's a snake draft again.
Yeah. So
I'm stuck with defender and a goalie. So Sam hasn't picked his defender yet, has he? Oh no, Sam and Danny have. Danny, you haven't picked a defender, so this is going to be where it's interesting. I'm trying to think who I could do because I'm stuck between 2. I think I'm going to go with Sebastian Coach, though. I think that's a safe pick. It's a reliable pick. It doesn't rock the boat too much. So for that reason, that is my defender, and then I am left with just a goalie to select.
Yeah. Okay, so it's my go right now, yeah?
Yeah, so Sam, you are on the clock.
So I'm thinking, when I play 5-a-side, it's aggressive, people are kicking you. So I need an aggressive player that will take no shit or for anyone that they see. My midfielder, João Palhinha.
Not Manish? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's fair.
I like that.
Need someone to break a few legs. That's him.
All right.
Danny, you have the next 2 picks.
So this is what I was doing. I'll actually leave him last. So actually, no, I'll pick him now. So
I just have to pick a goalie. So like you've got some choices.
I'm glad you went with Palinha. You scared me for a bit. The reason I went for Ricardo, I was gonna leave goalie last, but the reason I went for Ricardo, I can't have 2 rats on my team. I need one that the consensus, at least out there, and Vivrant, you got it for me, bro. Don't worry about Sam. Worry about me, baby. The streets will at least admit that he's a baller, no matter what.
I already know where he's going.
I was gonna pick him before.
I was thinking. I almost picked him too.
You scared me when you were talking about midfielders. But give me William Carvalho.
Yeah,
I think my favorite midfielder at Sporting of this last decade. To be honest,
he was so good. He deserved to. Those teams that he was on deserve so much more than what they ended up with, like success wise. Like they were such good teams, and he was such an engine on those teams.
In my eyes, we won the league with him. But hey,
couple tosses in the league as well, whatever.
And now last pick.
Yeah.
I could go with fullbacks in defense, but you guys have some monsters back there. Bro, the only other center back that comes to mind, that's not Inacio, because I don't want to pick Inacio.
Okay.
Is my boy. This is a throwback. But give me Anderson Polga. World Cup winning Anderson Polga, baby. I couldn't think of anybody else other than I could have went Canedo, Carrizo.
I was thinking like if Chris was still here, I would have probably had to pick like Caneda or like Rui Jorge or somebody or like Datu.
Yeah. I was you know who I was thinking? I was thinking like if we get like a fullback, Andre Cruz, Betu actually. I forgot about Betu.
Yeah.
But even as a fullback, I was thinking like Insua.
Ooh, okay. Shandell.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, you are on the clock. What do you need? I think you just need
I need either another forward or another midfielder.
So you need another outfield player that's not a defender.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So I'm sort of going to combine the two, and this guy's going to play just behind Slimani, right?
Okay.
And I'm thinking creativity. I'm also thinking goal scoring ability, and just leadership in general for me. This one, Pablo Sarabia. Is gonna wrap up.
Ooh, I like that.
Sometimes I forget he even played for us because I like
it. A lot of interest. We're gonna get to omissions in a second. So my last pick, I had 4 goalies listed in my internal my head. I had Ricardo, I had Schmeichel, I had Patricio, and I had Vitor Damas. I'm gonna go with Patricio because that's the guy I grew up with.
Yeah.
It's no disrespect. We left a lot of good play. I feel like if Chris was on here, you would have seen more. You would have got some more intriguing picks than just what we got here today. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Patricio as my goalie.
Can I just make a quick suggestion? Can we draft a manager as well?
Sure.
Okay, I like that.
But I think that means is it Richard?
It's my go. It's my go. We've had some.
Whichever ones you guys don't get, I don't think you'll get my manager anyways.
But if you pick Silas, man,
if someone picks Silas, I'm leaving. We've had a lot of shit managers over the years. The 3 that come to mind is Jesus, Amorim, and Paulo Bento. I'm gonna eliminate Paulo Bento right off the bat. I know Jorge Jesus didn't have a ton of success, but man, that was some beautiful football. And for that reason, I'm going to go with Ruben Amorim. So my manager is Ruben Amorim.
Okay. For me, this is going to be a wild one because I'm not going to pick George Jesus just because I think he's a what's that called? A mercenary. He only goes when the money goes.
He's a hitman.
Someone who was here who I feel like genuinely liked the club, although he was in a bad time. Give me, what year was it? Give me, I think it was 18-19, Marcel Kaiser.
Kaiser Ball. Long live Kaiser Ball.
Wow. Kaiser Ball. You know, we've got the creativity, we've got the midfielder that is going to stop everything, and you know, we've got a good goalkeeper as well. So I think we'll be okay.
This is fun. So let's talk. Danny, you've got the manager. Then we're going to talk about notable omissions.
Let me give you some names that are going through my mind. At first, I was saying right away, you guys won't pick Jorge Jesus. I'm going to get Jorge Jesus.
Yeah.
And now we have Amorim on the table. We have Laszlo Bologna on the table. You know who
I picked Amorim.
Oh, you picked Amorim.
I picked Amorim. I didn't pick. I thought I was between him and Jesus. I picked Amorim.
My bad. Oh, sorry. I meant Paulo Bento. We have Paulo Bento out there.
Paulo Bento, I mentioned.
We have Jorge Jesus out there.
Yeah.
We have Laszlo Bologna out there.
Marcus Silva. He was going to be my second Marcus Silva.
We have Sidas, of course. You know who I'm going for?
One of those names is not like the other.
I was going to say, who's the guy that was before Marcus?
We have Verkouten. Remember, you guys remember Verkouten?
I was thinking Lee would have been an interesting one.
Augusto Inácio, thank you, Tiago Paiva. I'm not going with any one of them, though. My manager, who is always in a job for some reason.
Is it Lionel Ponch?
Jose Peseiro.
Jose Peseiro, yeah.
He'll always find himself in some trouble. He'll punch up a referee if he
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Give me Ricardo Sapinto. Shout out to Paiva in the chat.
He was gone for the out. That's a good shout, though.
Yeah, his first season at Sporting was incredible. After that, I don't want to talk about it.
We don't discuss it. We don't. If we speak, we have big trouble.
Freire is another one that came to mind just now as well. He had a decent.
I feel like Sapinto might throw a right hook at Bastos for being too lazy. I'm just saying.
Sapinto's gonna fight your own. Fight your players.
He'll just sub himself in. Just take it off.
So the teams are as follows. Danny has Nani. He has Ricardo. He has Bas Dost, William Carvalho, and Anderson Polga. Sam has Peter Schmeichel, Jeremy Mathieu, Islam Slimani, João Palhinha, and Pablo Sarabia. And I went for Bruno Fernandes, Lietzen, Quaresma, Coach, and Patricio. A lot of notable omissions on this. No Ronaldo.
It's 5-a-side. It's tough.
It's 5-a-side. Well, it was three. It was 3 dudes. There wasn't a fourth dude picking.
Yeah.
So no, I feel like if we had a fourth, we would have seen a Figo. We would have seen a Ronaldo. Probably.
Thing is, in my head as well, this was based on their time at Sporting, and I was sort of. I feel like Ronaldo didn't have that much of an impact at Sporting as some of these other players on the list.
Figo's just because they were mismanaged that whole time he was there. They were so poorly managed when Figo was there. He was there for 5 years. All they won was a toss because they were so poorly managed. Shout out to Sousa Sintra.
Yeah, but he was incredible there.
Yeah, like that's another like era of Sporting that did like him. We didn't see no Yordanov, no Balakov either.
Boys, I think we can do an 11. The 4 of us or the 3 of us.
I think we can.
Eventually,
next time we go balls to the wall, we pick an 11 aside because then you get to see the guys like the Jardels, the João Pintos.
Listen, one of us. I'm not going to name names. But one of us will probably have Ricardo Disgaia right back because everybody else takes the good right back.
Because all the right backs will be taken.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's true.
A few more omissions that I guess probably won't be like people you think of instantly, but like Ugarte for me was one of our.
That's a thing. Like
Mateus Nunes, players like that.
I think if you do an all-time, like we each pick an 11 and we draft it, that's going to lead to a lot of interesting choices. Because I think, but you'll see a lot more of like you'll see a lot more of the guys like we just named that didn't make this draft. I think for us, we just picked this more for vibes than tactics. Like mine was pure vibes. I just went for who's streets not forgetting. Except for Patricio, you took my fucking Ricardo pick, bastard. I was gonna. I figured, one of them's. I figured someone's taking Schmeichel. Danny's gonna take Patricio. And then it's going to come down like Ricardo and Vitor Damas. No, he picked Ricardo right off the bat. I went, oh, shit. I got to rethink this now. 2 of my preferred goalies are gone.
Listen, even on the 11, once we do an 11 draft, like
Ricardo will get it.
One of us might take like a João Moutinho. You know what I mean? Like, he's still a great player, but a Ratu, you know? Like
Miguel Veloso will pop up in there.
Oh, of course. You know, Fabio Rochenbach.
Rochenbach will pop up. If someone picks him that's not Danny Day,
I'm going to be
get
pissed.
Shit out of people.
Pissed.
You're going to get so fired up.
He's going to be my first pick now.
First overall pick. All sporting history. You get anybody you want. Who do you pick? I pick Fabio Rauschenbach. Really? Okay, it's certainly a choice. And with the next pick, we select the normal players.
Yeah.
No offense, I love Rauschenbach, but not who you blow your first overall pick.
He's not the first round pick.
He's like a mid to late round pick, after like all the name guys have kind of gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like if you were to, obviously with our own team included, Rich, if you had to pick the best team on the spreadsheet, who's you picking?
If you have to pick the best team possible?
Well, if you were like, who would win in let's say a tournament? All these players are in their sporting prime.
They're all in their sporting prime. Danny's got a fun team. I like it because he's got Baz Doss, who's going to do nothing but tap in, which is fine. Nani's going to be a fun little skill merchant. William's going to be holding down the back. I think Ricardo and Polgar are a bit of a liability. Ricardo, if you have a penalty kick, Ricardo's a monster. Don't look for him to field across. Polga is just a weird pick of all the picks.
Solid, man.
Certainly a choice.
He's solid.
I'm looking at Sam's now. I like Schmeichel in goal.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sam's got the
best defender,
goalie, but I think he's got the best goalie.
Best goalie, best defender.
I think he's got the best all-around defender.
Best goalie, best defender. Best creative player in Sarabia, probably.
I think striker, we probably have him beat. I think in midfield, he's pretty solid with Plinia and Sarabia. I think he's lacking in striker. I don't know, I don't know that my team is the best. I don't know if there's a best team. They're all pretty even for different reasons. Like, we all have a position that's really strong and like a position that's like not great.
Yeah.
I think Lietzsen's a good striker. I think Bruno and
you also
Quaresma,
have to take the managers into effect as well, I suppose. Who's going to get the best out of the players?
Who's going to get the best?
Oh yeah, true.
Prime Kaiserball.
Prime Kaiser. See, I should have picked Prime Kaiserball. Him with Bruno. Oh, that team would have cooked.
You have Amorim, bro.
I have Amorim though, so I think Amorim's going to be
champion.
Mate, if one of those players doesn't train hard enough, you're finished. So
Fair.
I'm not looking at any names, but
well, he's already coached like two. He's already coached Kawach.
He likes players that train a lot, so Quaresma is gone.
Quaresma's gonna be pissed. They're gonna be pissed. He's getting the fucking Slimani treatment on that team. But the vibes for like a couple weeks will be immaculate. We'll put out a graphic on Twitter. I'm
just in the middle of doing it. I've got the 5-a-side formation. I've added all the players, and then we'll put a poll up. You guys can decide.
Yeah, and you guys can vote who has the best 5-a-side team. Who do you think has the best vibes or team in general?